Now I wonder if Bill O'Brien is crazy. First he trades DeAndre Hopkins, and now he trades for Brandin Cooks. To be honest, it's kind of a good trade, to be honest. You send over a second round pick for Brandon and a fourth. That's actually in my opinion, a steal. Because I think he is still probably an elite talent. I think he was just in a system last year that didn't work, and the entire Rams team had a down year. So now that I think he's either going to be maybe the number 2 receiver, but that's up to Bill in the battle he's going to have with Will Fuller if he could stay healthy. But I mean, now it doesn't make Bill O'Brien look so crazy. You traded DeAndre Hopkins, who is definitely a top 5 wide receiver, for Brandin Cooks, who may not be at the same level, but pretty darn close to it. And really, I'm surprised he got him for just a second round pick. I mean, in my eyes, Brandin Cooks is still worth a first round and maybe a fourth round pick. So it's a steal. It's a steal. So he went from being crazy to now actually kind of doing a really good trade. But I still don't like how he treated DeAndre. Especially with that, as I mentioned in one of the other video about the meeting he had, and how he mentioned that he hadn't had a meeting like this since Aaron Hernandez, which I still think is absolute insanity and pure disgust. But it still remains to be seen whether or not that conversation had taken place, because DeAndre has yet to comment on whether or not it was true, so maybe it's just a false narrative. But, well, time will tell. But it's a really good trade, and I definitely think Brandon's going to use this opportunity to show that he's still got it, because if you look at his stats, he's had 4 straight 1,000-yard seasons, and the 2 seasons that he hasn't had 1,000 yards, first time it's because he was limited to a certain amount of games, and last year, again, he was only limited to a certain amount of games, but you'll say, when you look at these stats, oh, but he still played in 14 games. Well, that offense was not as polarizing as it was the year before. Goff did not have as good as a year. If you look at it, he threw less touchdowns. His completion percentage was a little off. Even though he got only sacked 22 times, I mean, that offense was nothing. It was complete crud. And now it's starting to look like Sean McVay's just trying to scrape a slate. Because first he gets rid of Gurley, gets rid of Whitworth, and now he gets rid of Cooks, and he got rid of Talib, and he got rid of Peters. So it looks like they're either going to try to collapse a little bit for a year and then be turned back into Super Bowl contenders, or they're trying to retool through the draft. Because now they have 2 second-round picks. So that's probably a good place to get a wide receiver, because that's usually where wide receivers go. And if you look back at it, a lot of Hall of Fame wide receivers have gone in the 2nd and 3rd rounds. So only time will tell whether or not this trade will go good, but I think it's going to go good, and I think it was a good move by O'Brien to get another 5-star wide receiver. All right.